Today my walk is along the river, so that's the view towards the sea. No, that's not the same fisherman as before. There are those buildings that I usually walk around at that point. That's the river. Just walking along the trees. I think they're called cotton trees. They're not flowering right now, but when they do, they're very nice yellow and orangey flowers. There's the river. There's a bit of a beach over there, and I've wanted to have a swim there, but I've never found the way to get to it. It's a long way around. Have to drive all the way around, and I did that once, but couldn't quite find the path to the beach. Maybe one day. Lone sailing boat. Usually there's fishing boats coming back or going out. Previous interview I had with the lady, remember, she was talking about people who stayed at her motel and visited or went to the hospital. That's the hospital from the rear end. And just over here is an exercise bar. There's quite a few like that around the river side for people to exercise. Even this fence thing is also used. I've seen groups of people exercising here, which is good to know. Some more exercise equipment right here on the river bank. And here's the little indicator to show what it is and what to do with it. See? A bit of a close-up of paperbark gum trees, famous here in Australia. Look at that, the bugs have been at it. Here we are with a poor lady that lost her plastic bags down the river down there, and she was crawling. Oh yes. And here are her friends that she's walking with. What are their names?
Sunny and Charlie.
Sunny and Charlie. Which one's Charlie? Which one's Charlie? Charlie dog. I know a cat called Charlie, which I'm going to visit one of these days, and she's a Scottish fold. So you're walking along the river. Is this what you normally do?
From time to time I've got different places that I go to, but this is one of my favourites.
One of your favourites. And how far do you walk? The length of the river.
Yes, Charlie's quite old, so she can't walk very far.
How old are you, Charlie?
She's 13.
She's 13. You're doing well for 13.
Yeah.
And how old?
And Sunny's 9.
Sunny's 9. Well, they're both getting on, aren't they?
Yes.
And they're getting on as friends too. Look at that wagging tail.
They love each other.
Yeah. And how long have you been living in this area? 45
45 years.
45 years. You must like it.
Yes.
What sort of changes have you seen in that time?
Been unbelievable. This, for a start, none of this was here when I first came. It was developed when I first came here, and it was, Tweedheads was just a little village, very quiet little place.
And what was it here before? So it's now developed into housing and hospitals?
Yes. A lot of it was really, to be honest, I don't know. I don't know. It sort of, gradually came. I don't live right here. I drive to here.
Okay.
Up on the hill.
So it was developed from swampland or farmland or something?
It wasn't farmland. It was the way the river flowed through the town, the main street, Tweedheads. It was on the riverfront,
right.
Back in the old days.
And apart from walking these lovely dogs, what do you do with your time these days? Are you retired or?
I'm retired.
Retreaded?
Yes. Just look after lots of grandchildren.
Oh, how many do you have?
7.
Wow.
and one great-grandchild.
Oh. And they all live in close by?
No, some of the great-grandchild and 6 of the grandchildren.
So you're having a good time with all your
Yes,
family.
yes.
What about entertainment? What's here for people to enjoy?
Oh, plenty of activities for older people. Lot of,
Oh, look at that! She's sitting on my foot.
sitting on your foot.
How cute!
There's lots of. Well, I do yoga and exercise class, and there's plenty of activities at clubs and everything for seniors, and probably more stuff for seniors here than there is for younger people.
Oh, right.
It's more of, my daughter calls it God's waiting room.
Nasty. Have you joined U3A?
Oh, yes.
What do you do at U3A?
That's where I do exercise and yoga
right.
at U3A.
Yeah. Where are they doing it these days?
The yoga and exercise class that I go to is at the PCYC.
Oh, right.
In Tweed.
Right. They don't have it at Showcase anymore.
No, they left there long ago, yeah. And they do, their main office is at Tugun now.
Oh, right.
So
okay.
they do a lot of things at Tugun, but I only do the exercise and yoga.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you very much for chatting with me. I'm going to put this on YouTube.
Okay, I don't.
Under Zoe's Walk, if you're looking for it.
Okay.
So yeah, I love to catch up with people, especially if they've got animals and such lovely, friendly animals. There they are sitting.
Yeah, but Sonny's a bit. If you see me doing a walk with them, you'll see this crazy lady go from side to side because they don't like walking on the lead.
Oh.
I often take them to a park down South Tweed.
So they're going in opposite directions.
Yes,
just
they
trying to
both
get their face.
They both want to
you
sniff
are.
at different things.
You little sniffers. There they are. Now you've had your rest, doggies. Time to move. And thank you for chatting. Oh, aren't you sweet? Isn't she friendly?
Oh, she just loves anybody, Sonny.
Okay.
I've had Charlie all of my life, but I haven't always had Sonny. So.
She's a newbie, is she?
Oh, a few years.
Yeah.
Inherited one from a family.
Thank you. There they go. Bye-bye. Aren't they cute? Here is a sign for all the boaties to see. And Point Danger, of course, is where we saw all those plaques and see the little symbol at the top left-hand corner. That's the border marker. I'm going to catch the water dragon over there. Carefully. That's the first one of the season that I'm seeing. He's an early starter. I love to be in the warm weather. Otherwise they hide and hibernate through the winter. See if I can get closer. Oops. Couple rowing along the river. Morning exercise. A man fishing. Out to the ocean.